Hello friends, good morning. Today I am coming up with Odoo version 17, project management enhancement, as well as a perspective to look at the project management, resource planning, and overall forecasting of the resource with consideration of cost of the resource and overall revenue generation from that particular project and client on that particular assignment. So typically today's use cases for any service company like any IT enabled services, KPO, BPO, anyone, how they can utilize Odoo with consideration of their overall number of projects and how they can better plan their resources with automation of auto planning, as well as looking at the forecasting of resource on monthly basis or weekly basis, and their allocation and their overall forecast in terms of revenue and cost. So I'm just showing and starting with the employee part, where I have configured 3 employees, and all 3 employees has certain amount of hourly cost, which you can see on the employee profile, as well as I have to do regarding the roles. So this planning, this role will help you out when there is auto planning working. So one person like myself is a project manager, is a role of project manager, and that person can play a multiple role also as a project manager or as a developer. But when I have said developer, then whatever the service is committed, that will be allocated on developer, and the direct connection with this is with our services. So inside our products we will find our services, like dedicated developer is one services where service has been planned automatically, then developer profile will be assigned. So this is nothing but a role which I have connected over here. And the second part, to connect with our employees, I have defined the role inside the employee. Now moving on, how exactly this will help. So to give you a high level idea, like inside my sales order, I have multiple sales order, and some are for in terms of project. So this is the plain sales order, and yeah, this is connected with my project and task. So you can see I have sold 400 hours of development service and 160 hours of project management services, and so total it is going to tell me 560 hours of services to do. And I have planned 159 hours at the moment considering SO19. So if I go here in planned hours, I can see this is my planning window, where I can see it supposed to start from this December 1st. So if I switch my new to monthly, I have defined around 160 hours of services for this particular developer too. And this is again project management services, which I have divided into 100 hours. Okay, so that's how it has showing me planning of this many hours at the moment, and I have yet to plan future part with this. So as a role as a developer, I can see another sales order 13, sales order 19, sales order 12. Everything has been planned for different developers on monthly basis. Okay, so now if I go back and plan 159, then it will showing me only the services which is connected with SO19 with this filter. And resource wise, role wise, I can see like 6 hours has been planned and 3 hours has been planned on November last week. And for December, it's 39 hours and 23 hours. Okay, it's a weekly. So if I switch to monthly, so total it will show me 160 and 99 hours. Okay, so this is now I can see. And if I want to club it out, what I will do is I will simply unschedule it. And again, I will unschedule it. I would like to schedule it in defined way. So now you can see the planned hours has been reduced to 120 hours only, and that 120 hours is nothing but we have connected with a developer, like 160 hours for this particular SO19, you can see. And the task is this development service is connected with SO19. So allocated time is only 40 hours, you can see. Okay, whereby I don't have any recorded hours. And January also I have 40 hours and then 60 hours over here. So that's it. So total 80 hours of developer, and this is how it is showing me. And then if I go year wise, then it will show me in 2024 I have totally 80 hours planned, and in 2023 I have 40 hours planned. So it means 120 hours. So you can directly connect it 120. Now I would like to use the auto planning service, so if I click here to plan, and whatever from today the developer is available, this developer is 1 and developer 2, which are almost fully booked. And now if I see auto plan, it will make some auto plan according to availability of developer, and then we can see the planning based on developers availability. So in December month, now if I see the developer has been planned for many more hours considering SO. So if I want to filter by, let's say, project, so it will show me the different project, and this is my project SO19, which I have renamed it to print project customer, where you can see planning according to 43 hours was availability. And this is again a different project, so according to his availability 43 hours has been planned. Now in January also I can see 80 hours has been planned. Okay, and when I see switch auto plan, it will auto plan rest of the hours. And now as this was the plan which was not considered, it is showing me conflict. This is very important feature when you are planning for resource and your resource is booked for other projects. You can see the conflict automatically by the system itself. And now if I want to unschedule this, I can definitely do that. And I go back to my planning, and I can see now 184 hours has been planned for January month. So I have a visibility. Now if I go back to SO19, it will give me a different analysis, like 227 hours has been planned and 330 is yet to plan. Okay, and if I go to plan and then switch to monthly, I can do auto plan or manual planning also, based on availability. So let's say in January, my developer 1 is almost booked, developer 2 has still some bandwidth, and I can definitely increase his planning hours manually also. Okay, so it is showing me week-wise planning. Now I want to plan for February, where I can see some other SO has been planned, but yeah, the initial hours has been planned only for SO13. Okay, and now if I do auto plan for next month, now developer 1 was available, hence it is planned like this 136 hours. So if I go back to SO19, now it will be showing me to plan and planned hours. Okay, so when I switch to planned hours, it is showing me only filter by SO19. I switch to monthly view, and this is going to give me plan for all the months. All right, now in terms of what they have been working, but before that, another analysis I would like to show you, which is very important for any resource planner as well as the financial planner for this project, and that you can only see when you see and set project status. So in project status, I have all the summary: what is sold, what is delivered, what is invoiced, and then how much profitable you are. And then this analysis, timesheet and planning, which I would like to show you, are very important for you guys, for the project manager and CEO and CFO and everyone. Like for this particular project, these many parameters are there, which is showing me planned cost hours, planned billable hours, planned margin, planned revenues. And then once our developers or resources are putting their timesheet, then it will show me real time effective cost, effective hours, effective margin. And if any task is going into non-billable, it will show me non-billable also. And then finally, it will show me effective revenues. Now, these all are empty. Let me, save this. So whenever we are back, we can see this. And now if I want to drill down with employee wise, it will show me whoever employees are going to work on this particular project. Now let's say for planned hours, you can see 60 hours, 144 and 53 and 168 hours has been planned. And then I'm doing some dummy timesheet entries for our, analysis purpose. So let's say in the month of December, the project manager has logged 20 hours. Then developer, it should be a daily, but for the purpose, I'm just, and then connected task is development services, and he is filling up maybe 40 hours. And then developer 2 also, so he is logging maybe 120 hours. So this is a kind of timesheet they have fill up. And now if I'm going to timesheet and planning again, and I want to see my analysis. Now this is the thing is very interesting. In the month of December, some timesheet has been logged against the planned hours. Total planned hours was 60 only. Okay, and it was planned for only developer 2, but you can see a real difference now. Manager has also logged in his plan hours, and it is showing him minus 20 because nothing was planned for manager, but he has still logged 20 hours. And developer 2 has 60 hours of planning against that. How much, he has logged. Now let us enable non-billable and effective billable hours. So this is going into effective billable hours. And about this, planned billable hours was 60. One has, logged in. Okay. So this is a very important analysis for any project manager and financial, manager who is looking at the entire plan. Okay, these are the blank areas which nothing has been planned over there. Now let's say if I'm going back to timesheet, now developer 1, okay, and this development service has been, logged in for all this area. Now let me just change the date. So it is a project and task, and this is the sale order item which I wanted to log in. Now let's say the project manager has logged in his timesheet for the month of January also, let's say 80 hours. And then for January, a developer 1 has also logged in this timesheet for 140 hours. Now let's see how it will look under our analysis. So now I would like to see employee wise. So for January, now you can see 53 hours for planned. Against that, the total timesheet logged was 80 hours. So it is collecting, total billable hours as consideration because it was kind of based on timesheet, and developer has 144 hours. Against that, I have no timesheet, but developer 1, I have logged 140 hours of time, which was not planned at all, and still it is logged. So this is a clear analysis one can get when you can see developer 2 was planned, but developer 2 didn't work on the entire month, but developer 1 has worked. So this is the analysis, like who is working on what. Okay, and then when you go to your planned hours, you can see monthly, and then you can see this 60 hours, and this was the planned. Okay, For January also it has been planned. Now if I want to inform my employees, I will click on publish and it will send one email to all the employees like this is the plant you have been allocated to. So it will inform our employees about their planning for that month in their way. So now this is the analysis I wanted to show you guys. And consider like during the project execution, there might be some hours. Okay, you can see now the profitability and revenue to invoice, timesheet based on build. Some was already built in past. So once I go to sale order item, there were 2 items, 2 tasks, and on sales order, okay, I can see delivered and invoice is not there. And this is the way I can see. Okay, now this is showing me the cost part, and this is my profitability part. Based on my revenue and cost, I can see clear things. If I add budget to control, that can give me another analysis. But yes, the budget can be for any internal project or product development you can use and control your entire project life cycle, and share with milestone also to control it. Now consider there were some timesheet which has been logged by maybe manager for the same project. Okay, but there is no item connected and the type is project management only. So 10 hours of service has been logged without consideration of any task. So this now will be considered as a non-billable timesheet. So you can see a clear analysis, like everything some time we cannot bill to client, and that's how the analysis will change now in terms of who has done how many hours of timesheet. Okay, so planned billable, effective non-billable hours. So these are the things. Now we can see in the month of December, nothing was planned, but there were some non-billable hours which has been logged, but it is not connected with the project. So let me just go back and check the connection. So this 80 hours under project management, this is under development, and this is project management again, which is considered as non-billable hours. So 10 hours has been under the non-billable hours. Now if I come here and see my analysis, so nothing was planned and still I have logged 20 hours and another 10 hours as non-billable. All right. So this is how it is showing me analysis. Now if I see the month is definitely we are into December, but if I say day wise, so it will show me whatever the timesheet I have logged on 4th December and 14th December. Now if I go back to this timesheet, one was logged on 14th December, which is nowhere connected with my any task. Okay, so that's why it is considered as non-billable. Okay, and what I have to do is now I have to create one task. Like giving a name only for our understanding. Non-billable task. So it is connected with maybe project management services, where I am allocating maybe 40 hours of time. Inside timesheet, when someone is typing it, we just have to remove this log, and then if I say 10 hours and then going back to my analysis, So I can see total non-billable is 6,000 now because of that area. Let me open my analysis. So now this is effective non-billable hours is coming now here because now I have connected it with task. So now you can see clear idea about billable and non-billable. Okay, so planned non-billable is not coming still here, but a kind of analysis you can get. And for the month of future forecast, you can see the developer planning and resource planning and your overall profitability from a project. You can see over here in timesheet and planning analysis. Okay, and now this is for particular one project. If I go by project, so current project is selected, print project. That's what we can see. Now inside my planning, so planning and analysis is another way you can use, like allocated hours, allocated time, billable hours, effective time, non-billable, progress remaining. And then I can select project, and then I can select resource. So this is for entire planning month wise, resource wise and project wise. You can see for the month of December in project 1, in SO13, in the sprint project, how much has been planned. So this is a planning wise analysis you can get. The second is now timesheet. Okay, timesheet planning analysis, which we have already seen over here. It is the same window, but now you can see for all the project and for all the employees. So this is cumulatively for your entire workforce and projects. You can see the planning and analysis month wise. We can switch to maybe project wise and project, and then we can set by month wise, and then inside month I can select my employees. So for project wise, you can see entire planning of all the employees and their billability and revenue. So this is giving one level of idea for entire organization project wise, two level dimension where project is there, planned hours and billable hours are there, and resource planning as well as a real outcome in terms of logged hours. Everything you can see on one analysis. So hope this particular session from project and timesheet, you can see a lot of features has been enhanced, and in planning also. Now I can unplan from here. I can ask my employee, I can cut down the task into 2, and planning into 2. I can see month wise, year wise analysis, everything, like you can see a cutting, like it will divide into 2 phases and everything. So when you see yellow bar, it means it is clashing with some other task, or his billability maybe not properly set up, that we can get from here. Okay, so hope this particular session will help many project managers, financial CFO level and CEO to gain the insight of all the projects running at current level, in the past or history, how much they have gained from that project, and what are the forecast of resources. So this planning module is very important for resource management, and then this timesheet billability analysis will give you entire perspective of your organization revenue. Thank you very much. Hope this session will help a lot of people to use Odoo effectively for their service management. Thank you.